The defense lawyers continue their cross-examination of Brett Howden. This is part 2 of my Day 24 recap of the 2018 Team Canada SA trial. If you're new here, I'm providing daily updates on this trial, so make sure you follow for more so you never miss anything on the trial, and all events discussed in this video are still all alleged at this time. The lawyer for Carter Hart then began her cross-examination of Howden, and then she asked him to clarify that he felt uncomfortable, quote, for reasons that had nothing to do with a sexual assault, correct? Howden responded with yeah. He also agreed with the lawyer that he was uncomfortable seeing his teammates for the first time in a sexual situation, and he had never seen his teammates getting oral. Quote, I just felt like we were put in a weird position with how forthcoming the woman was being. He also said that he was in the room for a little over an hour, and agreed with the lawyer that the men in there were drunk and not trying to keep their voices down. He also said he might be the type of guy who's, quote, a wingman for his friends, introducing them to single women since he had a girlfriend. The lawyer then asked Howden to recall the oral that EM had with McLeod and Carter Hart. She said, quote, throughout your time in the room, you have no doubt that what you saw was 100% consensual, and Howden responded with yeah. The lawyer asked Howden about him telling investigators in 2018 that he heard words such as, quote, don't leave when the woman tried to depart at one point. Brett Howden then said, quote, you could tell she didn't want to leave. At one point, she got McLeod's name wrong, and he told EM to leave. She then apologized, and she stayed. Howden said that to the court. He also said that no one was blocking EM's path to the door. The lawyer then also pointed out that Brett Howden suffered a, quote, pretty serious head injury in March 2022. During a game, he was knocked out and had to be stretchered off the ice. That was it for Carter Hart's lawyer, and then Alex Fermenton's lawyer started questioning him. She started by asking about the 2018 World Junior Tournament in Buffalo, New York. There was no drinking because the legal age in Buffalo, New York is 21, and the players had to give up their cell phones in the evenings as they were about to play hockey and not socialize. He then confirmed that he and Fermenton played on the same line, and they knew each other professionally but not socially. The lawyer then also clarified with Howden that the players were, quote, not pounding drinks at the Hockey Canada Gala because they were sitting at tables that included sponsors. Howden drank, quote, dollar beers at Jack's, so they were in small cups, and Howden agreed with that. Then started talking about the phone call that Dubé and Howden had in late June 2018, where Dubé told Howden to keep his name out of any statement to Hockey Canada investigators. Howden said that he doesn't remember the phone call lasting very long, but he did agree that they likely talked about calling Sean Bullock, the Hockey Canada executive who was the general manager of the 2018 World Junior team. In a text message to Dubé, Howden put, quote, if we just call Bullock and tell him everything, this probably doesn't have to happen. Howden then testified that he meant that if Bullock saw the, quote, consent video McLeod took, there likely wouldn't be an investigation, but later Howden says he realized that this was more serious and would require more than just a conversation with Bullock.